Sound and poor video. Well, that's better than at least nothing. So, tell me now, Jon, can you say something?
Yeah, I'm trying to. The stream is, yeah, I don't know if it's here, but yeah.
Yeah, you will probably have to mute the stream, I suppose.
I don't know where I hear it because it's very, very way off.
Yeah, I think that you're probably
Like
listening to both the stream and the Zoom room.
The stream is muted.
Muted. Okay. Okay. That sounds weird. Does everyone hear an echo?
Your microphone is this wrong microphone.
Okay. Now, do you perhaps hear me now? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Better. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot of. Is there anyone here on the that is still featuring the? Yeah. So there we go. That wasn't actually any one of us. It was someone else having the both the stream and the Zoom room active at the same time. So now hopefully we could hear each other much better. So,
Yeah, I can hear it definitely now. Yeah.
excellent. So we're really sorry about all this nonsense. It's a well, yeah, okay. We're not. Well, that happens. That
It's
happens.
like that. It's
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So Jon, now please tell me what are you up to? I've been following you, of course, on Facebook and various Amiga forums. But tell us all about what you're currently involved in.
Currently involved, I can't really talk about everything I'm involved in.
Oh, you're a secretive kind of guy. That sounds intriguing.
Well, for the moment, just building lots of ReAmiga machines for people, and yeah, the ordinary stuff.
Yeah, the ordinary stuff isn't really ordinary for everyone else. So could you do this ReAmiga thing?
Yeah.
Give us a brief intro on what it's all about.
It started, the ReAmiga started with this one, I guess, the ReAmiga 1200. That is a perfect clone of the Amiga 1200. And it's cloned, so it's no updated hardware except maybe some modifications, but it still requires a chipset, etc. But it's a good way to replace a machine that's broken due to the leaking capacitors, etc.
Yeah.
This is the purple version.
Very nice.
And then I also have the Amiga 3000 clone that I'm doing.
What is there any particular reason why the Amiga 3000 and the Amiga 1200 are the chosen boards at this point? Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah,
really
the
a beauty.
3000 is a reason because we have a battery here that leaks and damages the machine totally.
Yeah.
So I decided to clone it. Took me 1 year. And then update it because of the stupid old memory they had, the zip RAM. Instead, I put in some SIM sockets, so it's more standard even.
You mean the zip RAM isn't the best option available?
No. First of all, you need like 64 of those obscure pins that. Yeah.
That are still almost as expensive as when they were back in the days.
Yeah, exactly. So I removed that one, and I actually showed it to Dave Haney, one of the designers, and he said that that was one thing I also wanted to have removed, but SIM technology was new then, so it was simply just too expensive.
Yeah.
And
So-
well, doing that and starting a new project is to restore some prototype Amigas I got actually. So I want to show this one. I haven't shown anyone really, and this is a prototype Amiga 1200.
Okay.
So I want to have this one running. It doesn't run for the moment, so this will be really interesting to work. It's a real prototype from Commodore.
Really nice.
Yeah, the very weird glued on chip here. Like it's just glued here.
Okay. I know that.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
also testing some new hardware from people that will come. I can't say more than that.
I do seem to have noticed that you are currently building a project for yourself as well.
Yes, I can't.
Please tell us about it. Okay, you can't tell us about it.
There it is. Yeah, I will see if I can take it here without wrecking the whole lab here.
Yeah, there's quite
this is
some
not-
lab you've got there.
Yeah, this is not my project. This is a project from a guy called Kiese in Finland. That's Amiga 3000 Plus, the AA 3000 Plus. That's basically an Amiga 3000 with 8GA. And something that Amiga never had, but was planned for the original AA 3000, and that's a DSP. So you can have MP3, etc. without any, it works without the CPU have to work so much. I think the Atari Falcon have something like that, but Commodore skipped that one because it was simply too expensive.
That sounds like Commodore. In a way.
And if you ask Dave Haney about that, and he will rant for an hour or so.
Yeah.
This is management.
Yeah.
It
How
was
come
his
you?
baby, that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I totally get it. I think it's really interesting that Dave is still active in the Amiga community, or well, still active again.
Yeah.
It's,
I met him a couple of times on Amiga 32 and Amiga 34, and a really nice guy.
Yeah. So, is there an asset having those kind of contacts that were actually there when the hardware was built? Have you been able to like learn stuff that would have been hard to reverse engineer or similar?
Yeah, well, I have talked to him that much, except when I met him. But I have showed him some stuff that I got, and it was quite interesting to hear his side of the stuff. And well, it can be used later. So yeah, and he's actually building a new buster chip.
Yeah, I read about that.
So
Yeah,
so it will be really interesting to see what he can do with that.
absolutely. That's really a circle complete. Going back to the original developers building stuff again, like 30 years later. Or
Yeah, sadly
25.
we have lost all schematics, but there are apparently people that have some schematics in their drawers, so they can use it.
About those lost treasures and drawers, how many 6860 processors do you have in your closet?
Well, I have like 40, 50 maybe. So I have my pension investment there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I have because I try to still build some 060 cards, and I haven't given up hope for some 60 solutions in the future maybe.
No, well, let's hope for that. That was the first time I got in contact with you was when I bought the 3660 card from you at DataStorm a few years back. Was that your first reverse engineering project?
That was my first reverse engineering project. Yeah, actually I did it first just to get the schematic or layout to check the PCB, and then let's try to do a PCB of this one, and it worked. And then I smacked on the 060 on it instead because I hated to solder those 040 to 060 adapters. Because simply I was lazy. Still, that card is a bitch to solder, so I hate to do it.
I think that lazy is really not the not the word that I was going to use about you. You seem to be extremely active in the community overall and just helping out people. So what are your primary? Why are you doing this basically? What drives you in making the Amiga sustainable basically?
Well, the Amiga has always been a very important part of my life actually, so that's why I want to keep it alive. And I was away from the Amiga scene for 12-15 years or something, but then when I came back, I just noticed that there are issues, and I wanted to have it fixed.
Yeah.
And actually, this is learning by doing. Actually, I have no electronic skills taken from the beginning. I just started to know that, okay, this is how digital electronic works, and then I go from that way. I can't really design stuff, but I do small things and mod it from there, and suddenly I learned how to repair these strange machines that are very magic. The more you look into it, the more magic it is.
Certainly it is like that. Yeah. What are your, if we're looking like 5 years into the future, will we see FPGAs of original GAL chips and stuff, or will there be artificial intelligence reverse engineering the precious chips, or do you still think we'll be like losing them one at a time?
There are projects on the going to have the chipset really reverse engineered, what I know. So we will have real 100% FPGA solutions. Yes, I think so, and not those that are currently there that are. They are quite okay. The FPGA Arcade is my favorite FPGA machine, etc.
Yeah.
But I think there will be more based on original stuff from die shots and etc. But it's a lot of work. It's extreme work.
Absolutely.
We'll hope someone do a real FPGA 68060.
Yeah, that would be that would be the sustainable thing for the future, indeed.
Because
So how about what are the? Yeah, they are certainly. What are the current status of 68060 accelerators at this point? Like generally, I mean, I know there's a. Yeah.
I have the warp card in my 1200 here. I can show it because it's very tight. The warp card for the 1200 is extremely nice card. It's expensive, but really nice. I think they are producing 80 of them right now.
That's great.
They are more part is hand soldered, etc. So it takes time to do it, and they have full-time work as well to have, so they can't come up with the orders. And hopefully there will be other solutions as well soon.
That's an interesting point. I mean, the amount of cards.
Är det någonting som bråkar eller?
Brummande ljud. Det är som är på ljudet. Det är det är lite hög amplification av gamet, tror jag. Något brum där du hör 50-60 eller brummet. Ja, han är inte ljud, nej.
It's hard to get the money to do it full time. I think,
Är det borta?
so
Nej, då är det något
sadly,
annat.
you can't
Jag
live
var
on
den.
it.
Nu.
Even if there are some people that actually want to pay for stuff, etc., but you can't live on it, I think. So this will be the open, hobby-based projects, and I hope for that we will soon have more open solutions. But there's a problem with the Amiga community that some people want to, they take the open stuff and do own stuff of it and close it, etc. So they are not really honest, some of them, and some demand everything. So the people that are working like the TF 1260 cards, etc. That they was just demands. I want, and then he got fed up with etc. So
I've noticed
but
there's been
people
problems.
must know that this takes extreme time to do.
It's not very profitable.
No, it's not.
But it's not the instant get rich quick fix to go into Amiga hardware.
Absolutely not. I mean, look at this. You have to have the hardware for quite some 100 euros, 1,000 euros to do something, and I'm not even develop stuff. I just clone stuff and do small changes, and I need this one. So it is expensive, and so people should know that the stuff that comes, there are quite a lot of work behind it. So
Yeah.
It will come, but people need to calm down and do not demand. If you demand stuff, do it yourself. And that's actually why I did the ReAmiga. It's all done just for what I want.
Yeah. Which is good thing, I believe.
But it's all designed, all in the idea of it's what I want, and I don't care about what other things. If they like it, well, good. But
I think that you do have a very good point in keeping everything open source. I mean, I noticed that on your card it says like, develop this project, use this project, find your own path, but do not close it again. I think that's a very good way of, if you want something for yourself, then if you also open it to others, then the development can definitely
it doesn't have to be open source. Open file is an idea.
Yeah, open file.
Here's the stuff, how to build it, but maybe I hide the source for a while or anything, because
absolutely.
Maybe you don't want to show the sources because it's work-related stuff or whatever. But
and I mean, I think another point is very important, that the people that do this, as you say, it costs a shitload of money. So if they want to keep it closed for some time, or maybe forever, as they have developed their own stuff, then there has to be some way of getting, at least not losing a lot of money. So
so even if I hope everything will be open in some form, I do accept when people say it's closed, but people need to understand that there's maybe a reason why stuff is closed, or closed for a while. And I decided that all my projects in the future, if I do anything, it will be closed for a while. I did that with the ReAmiga 3000. I actually didn't release the files except some weeks later. So I could get some of my investment, especially the time I spent doing it. I mean, it's time from the family, etc. Even if that one is more or less done on the hotel, because I worked in Gothenburg for 1.5 years, and it was 1 week a month at the hotel, so I can do anything. So why not? We had an Amiga 3000.
That's good. So I think that we need to wrap up this, since we did lose a little bit of time, but
on technical issues.
On technical issues, quite a lot of them actually. It's what it is. We'll just have to live with it. So I heard you saying there somewhere on the Zoom there, it ain't a demo party if it's not technical issues. So
it's exactly like that. So. Have a good luck with everything tonight.
Thank you. I just have one final question there. Do you have a favorite demo? Is there one particular demo that has always struck you as this is the this?
I can't really say something right now. Brain block. But for the newer ones, it's Eon from TBL for sure. But the older ones, I just got my brain's just dead, so I got
But we got one there, TBL Eon. We'll see if we could. No, I don't think we do have any hardware present to run it, but it's certainly a great one.
It is.
Yeah.
So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Jon, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. And if people want to get in touch with you, where do they find you?
On Facebook, and you can also always mail me at chucky@thegang.nu.
Excellent. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll be running some more demos here for a brief bit, and be back to you soon again.
That's good.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, let's roll again.